So what is the Jewish approach to physical intimacy? Well, let's first explain what it is not. When it comes to physical intimacy, there are basically two bookends of approaches in this world. On one hand, we have what we'll call the Freudian approach. This is the general idea in Western society today. It's total openness, it's 100% natural, it should not be suppressed, people should do whatever feels good, it's a natural tendency, it's a natural urge. That is the Freudian/Western approach when it comes to physical intimacy. Now, on the other hand, we have the approach that's inspired by the early Christians, which says that physical intimacy is bad, it's the original sin, it's passed from one generation to the next, it's a necessary evil to procreate in this world, but the idea is to be celibate like a priest or a nun. But the act in and of itself of physical intimacy is inherently bad. Now, these are our two approaches in the world. It's either good or bad, yes or no, black or white. Judaism denies both of these. It's neither black nor white, it's neither good nor bad. This is not how we look at it. Physical intimacy is a beautiful thing when it is channeled properly. In fact, Kabbalah teaches us that the divine presence dwells only in a home where the husband and the wife are intimate. And when we look at the very first mitzvah, the very first commandment given in the Torah, it is the commandment of Pru Urvu Umilu Es Haaretz, that we have to be fruitful and multiply and fill up the entire world. But the Torah doesn't stop there. It goes on to tell us that when a man gets married, he shall leave his father and his mother and cling to his wife, and together they should become one flesh, with no mention whatsoever of procreation. When we look at the traditional marriage contract, the ksuva, there were three things that a husband is obligated to provide to his wife. One is food, the second is clothing, and the third is physical intimacy. So we see from all these things, we see from our classical sources, from the Torah, from the traditional marriage contract, that physical intimacy is a very important part of our lives, and we see that it's not just for procreation, because intimacy is encouraged even when a woman is pregnant or postmenopausal. Still, husbands and wives are encouraged to be together. What is it? Why is physical intimacy such an important thing when it comes to Judaism? If we look at the Hebrew word for love, the word is ahava. And in any Hebrew word, we can understand the true meaning of a word by looking at its root. What is the root of the word ahava? It is the word hav, which means to give. When a husband and wife are physically intimate, they are truly giving to each other. And the focus should be on each other, not on one's own pleasure. Through this relationship of physical intimacy, we see that a husband and wife can build the love in their relationship, making it a stronger relationship. And through that giving one to the other throughout their whole entire marriage, they can build a relationship that will not be based on just physical pleasure, that will not be based on what you can do for me, but will be based on true love, and through that true love will last forever.